All right, we are back with another episode of Favor. Hey, y'all. Hey. So today I am here with,
Jocelyn Williams. How are
yes,
you?
fabulous Jocelyn. How you doing,
Yeah,
girl?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Now, Miss Jocelyn,
And
can you explain to the people what it is that you do?
I am what they call a celebrity hair and makeup artist. I do hair, makeup, nails. I provide male grooming and massage services, all of the things that get you feeling right, looking right, and ready for whatever you got going on.
Okay, I
Yeah.
didn't know that last part. I didn't know you did
Yeah.
massage.
And I
Okay,
do a little modeling too.
I can believe it. I've
I,
seen the photos.
you
I've seen
say?
the photos. I saw you popping your stuff. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So let's
Yeah.
go and dive in a little bit, guys. So found Jocelyn through Instagram. She's got some amazing work that she's done, and we're gonna make sure that we give y'all all of her information at the very end, so that you can go and check her out and support her as well because she's very fly, very fly.
Thank
Um,
you.
all right. So first things first, Jocelyn, where are you from?
So that's a loaded question.
Okay.
I used to say I'm a citizen of the Americas,
Mm,
but I was born in Oakland, Bay Area, raised
okay.
in Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh,
And then I moved to New York and been in New York for about 18 years. So
oh, wow.
if you wanted to, that is what
I
America
love
is.
that.
East Coast, the West Coast, down south.
I love that. And now I need to talk to you even
Yeah.
more about Oakland because baby, that is on my list. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, and I'm in Tennessee. So when you said Memphis, I'm like, okay, all right. Now I'm not in
Uh-huh.
Memphis, but yeah, right down the road. I love
Nice,
that.
nice.
What made you want to
Yes.
go to New York?
I went for high school for a fashion high school. So I'm a retired fashion designer. I don't say it a part of my
Right.
retired from it, but I went to my mom and I moved up to New York for me to go to a fashion high school. So because I
That's
wanted to be a
amazing.
fashion designer, darling.
That's amazing. She believed in your gift that much that she was like, you know what?
Hmm.
So y'all didn't have any family in New York?
Nope. Nope.
Wow.
When we first she was staying because the school was like a public school, so we had to be residents of New York.
Oh, okay.
And so we was flying back and forth before she made the move because I had to audition for the school and all this other stuff to get into it. It was like a specialized high school, but it was still a public school. Yeah, so
Wow.
she stayed with a friend of a coworker's goddaughter.
Okay.
The trickle
Okay.
down. Yeah, but
Wow.
yeah.
What is the audition process like? What is that? You have to make a piece or something or
So it's like a performing arts school basically.
right.
So you pick a major and then they have like an entrance exam. You show a portfolio, then they
Okay.
have you like tour the school and kind of get a feel of like if it's a good fit, and then they kind of go through all of your like what is it? Records and transcripts and things like that, and then they don't, and then you enroll and you yeah.
Wow. So you were
Yeah.
styling and doing things like that in Memphis.
Yeah, I went to a
Wow.
performing arts middle school in Memphis for art. And so my art kind of started to gear towards fashion. And then I
Wow.
was like making skirts. I learned how to sew at like 12, and I was making skirts for folks and all types of stuff.
Love that. I love that. What was that like in New York when you were in school? Like how did that go?
It was a culture shock moving up here and just kind of getting used to New York in itself. But it was good. It was like any other high school as far as like high school drama and cliques and things. Curriculum was very much um like it felt like a mini college. Like you had your major and you took your
Okay.
general ed high school classes, and then you had your major classes. So they had like fashion design, they had fashion and visual merchandising as a major, they had
Okay.
art, and then they had yeah, yeah, I think it was just like those four:
Okay.
art, fashion, merchandising, marketing, and fashion and art. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. So you've been working in the beauty industry since you were a preteen in a sense.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much, pretty much.
You a
The
vet.
beauty, the
Okay.
beauty, the beauty. Like I've always done hair and makeup and nails, like on as a side like
Hmm.
hobby. along with the fashion, fashion started to like gear towards like my goals and like what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I always did hair and makeup on the side. Like me and my mom, our hair done at the beauty school, the local beauty school in Memphis.
Right.
And one of the instructors, would let me like play with the old mannequins. I would like, oh, I know how to do hair. You let me, you know. And so then
Mm-hmm.
she started letting me sit in the classes when my mom was still getting her hair done and I was done. She would give me like old textbooks. And so she kind of like really like, I was like taking beauty school classes at like 10, 12
Yeah.
years old.
So you was
And
like
I was like,
10,
I
12 years
really,
old. I'm sorry, go ahead.
yeah, yeah, I really was interested in it, but it was like I still wanted to do the fashion. Uh-huh. So it was
Were
always
you,
around.
were you using the Marcel curlers at 10 and 12?
Oh yeah, I would ching 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 ching. You couldn't tell me
You had
nothing.
the
I had the
grease in
hot
your
comb on the
hand.
stove.
Oh
Had the
my
look.
gosh.
Yeah, because I had when I was a kid, I had the press and curl, but then I started doing sports, and baby, that press and curl wasn't lasting much longer. And so then I did, I did. I will. I'm
I
not
love
gonna be the
that.
ones that blame the mama. Be like, my hair would be down my back if my mama didn't relax my hair when I was 10.
I get it. I get it. I was sitting up,
But I started pressing curling my own hair. I was like, I don't trust your hand. It's not giving steady. It's not giving
it's
steady.
not giving steady. I love that. Okay. You know what? My mama's hands weren't giving steady either. She used to burn me with a curling iron. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hated
It
that.
you only take one time to burn me, and I'm over
Girl,
it.
I'm not playing. 9 years old, I never forget it. And so to this day, even though like I'm natural, but like when I was relaxed, every time if you weren't even anywhere near my ear, I would always pull it
Oh
down.
yeah.
And they would
Uh-huh.
always, I'm
Hmm.
not even over there. I don't care. I don't care.
You know
I've been
what's so funny?
traumatized.
That trauma. I have so many clients when I'm flat iron. I don't even use the hot comb on people, and I'm like real precision with my flat iron. I have like the skinny ones, and then I have like the 1 inch one. But I get the baby hairs with the flat iron and everything. As
Mm,
soon as they feel some heat, feel the heat, they like,
that is me.
and I'm like, I ain't even did nothing. That wasn't
That
even.
is me.
They
I
like,
ain't never.
I'm like, you don't gotta hold it. I got my
Yes, I
pinky, I
do.
got the thingy right here. I push it to the side and then I hit it with the whoop, one hand, we good. You don't even you're supposed to be relaxed and trust the process. It's like I did 20,000 years ago and I got trust
Oh,
issues now.
bad. Okay. But I remember there was somebody who did my hair sometime last year, and it was the first time I'd had a heat on my hair in forever. She was doing just like flat ironing, and I was doing it.
Mm.
She said, "I got you. I got you." She put these like Lego clip things on my ear.
Oh yeah, they do have those.
I was like,
I'm
"What
an
is?"
old look. I'm an old school. I'm like, baby, I just need my hand and one tool. We good.
I
I
get it.
slip,
I
slip.
get it.
Some of these they be coming out. Every time I look up, they got some new gadget for us to use. And I'm like, life could be so simple, you know.
If my mama hadn't traumatized me, we wouldn't have this
Right,
problem.
right.
I could have rocked a good short, freeze curl, something other. But anyway, okay.
Hmm.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I didn't scroll all the way down. Okay. Um, I forgot what I was asking. We were talking about the hair and the Marcel's colors. Yes, yes, yes. Um, did you like what was your style like growing up?
So my style was the little flat twist with the little bump it, the little snooky bump it with the
Okay.
bang. It was like all of them in one. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
I was real creative when I was especially in middle school, growing up in Memphis. You couldn't
Mm-hmm.
be too far out from everybody else, or you
Yeah,
get get
just enough.
teased. I was still getting teased because I was like, y'all look boring. So I had the flat twist, the bang, little swoop bang with the bump
Yeah.
it, and then either some curls, some straightness. I was putting tracks back there on my own.
Okay.
I was making tracks. I also was a little scene girl. I was also a little goth girl too. So I was doing those too, and I
You
was
know
making little
what?
colorful tracks
I can believe it
with
because your
the
Afro
braiding
pick,
hair.
yeah, your Afro punk pick, excuse me,
Hmm.
it's very telling of that. I was like,
Yeah,
okay, I see you.
very much me.
Okay, I like that.
Yes,
Now you
yes.
said also that you used to make like skirts and stuff for other people. So
Hmm.
like, was there anybody in particular whose style that you were like, you know what? Like growing up, was anybody around you
I
that was like,
love Betsy Johnson. I loved like all the kooky, quirky like girls. Even like when I was watching the podcast, like Kim and her
Oh,
style, Raven
you wanted
Simone. You couldn't tell me I wasn't Raven Simone. You
you
couldn't
was
tell me
trying
I
to go
was
to the
having
Fashion
visions
Institute of La
and
Merch.
being a fashion designer. I was like, I'm both of them. They both were like and they were like a little thick, and I was always a little thick too. I was like, well, I'm Raven. I am Kim Porker.
Okay.
I am all of them mixed together. Leopard
Yeah.
always was the thing, as you
Oh,
can
you was
see.
a cheetah girl.
But see, you know what's so funny? I loved Raven,
But hated that
but
movie.
I did not like the Cheetah Girls
Okay.
because they had 3 movies and they had 3 opportunities for costume department to put them in cheetah print, and they wore nothing but leopard print for 3 movies.
I was about to say, I thought, yeah.
And see, we got a whole generation that think what they was wearing is cheetah print, and I'll be walking around in nothing but leopard print and jaguar, and they okay cheetah girl, and I'm like, it's leopard. I sent them hate mail when I was a kid. I definitely sent the costume department hate mail. Instead of fan mail, I wasn't playing no games. I've liked leopard since I was 5. I was not playing no games. Y'all had 3 movies to get it together. Y'all had the budget. It was Disney.
You said a hate letter to Disney.
To the Cheetah Girls, I was like, to the costume department, not to whom it may concern. It concerns the costume department.
Oh my God! What?
It did.
Did they respond to you?
No, they didn't respond, but I was watching to see if they got the hint. They didn't.
So when you sent the letter, what number movie were they on by then?
By the second movie, I was like, I gave y'all a pass the first time. Then the second time you come out, I'm like, maybe they ain't have enough budget. Leopard is, easier or accessible. And then by the second one, I'm like,
now come on now.
right. Like, I get leopard girls don't roll off the tongue, but like, at least put them in cheetah print.
I never even realized that. That's crazy. Okay.
And it messed up a whole generation of people because we still to this day. You just proved the point. Okay, cheetah girl. Ain't war.
I'm so tickled that you sent them a hate letter.
I sure did. I was upset.
I get it.
Because when they had the nerve to go to Barcelona still in some leopard print. Like, come on.
They did. They definitely did. I forgot about that. We're cheetah girls, cheetah sisters. You're liars.
Yeah, y'all could be cheetah girl, but y'all wearing leopard print the whole time.
Yeah.
3 movies.
And you said you like Betsy Johnson, so like I could definitely see her styling you as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she is definitely like she don't. There's not a style that like you can just put her in a box. Like she's just very risky with everything that she does. Yep. So, and I think also, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say I've seen them use her as inspiration on like Drag Race and different things.
Yeah. Her and Moschino, that brand in general, even before Jeremy Scott was like the creative director, I loved like they're just like how literal they take stuff and like they're like, we're gonna make a collection inspired by like the measuring tape, like and then
they'll have a table full of shit of like now make something.
Exactly. And I just love that. I love that.
I love seeing how creative they are. I really do. Mm-hmm. I ain't never thought to make something with, the netted whatever stuff they use outside and then like sleeves. Like, yeah, it's a lot. Y'all are super creative. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that really still did tickle me. Okay. So when you did when you got your first client, do you remember who it was and like what style you did?
Celebrity client or just first client in general?
The first client you ever had.
When I officially said I'm a hair and makeup artist, or back when I was still doing Family and Friends.
Back when you was doing Family and Friends, who was the first person that was like, I want you to style me for blah blah blah?
My best friend.
Okay.
My best friend for 8th grade prom, right before I left Memphis to come to New York to go to the school. She was like, I know you leaving and I want to get my hair done, makeup done, and we're gonna buy this dress, but we're gonna fix it up. I want you to like edit it and stuff. And
Okay.
so, so she let me do the whole shebang because we didn't go to the same school. So
Okay.
yeah, because I went to school across
The
town and
performing
she went
arts.
to the
Okay.
local school that I was technically neighborhood school I was supposed to go to.
Okay.
And so yeah, she let me dress her up and everything. I was like, oh, like a fairy mother, like Cinderella, like
And
ah.
it turned out amazing.
Yes, yes, she
Yeah,
was so
I'm sure she
cute.
look amazing. Do y'all still have like the photo of it?
I don't know where that photo is because this was pre Facebook. So
Mm,
this
okay.
this would have been on MySpace, and MySpace has switched up and changed up, so I don't even know where them pictures at.
Okay.
We would have to go in the archive unless we'd have printed it out and go look in somebody's picture book,
Okay.
photo
So
album. But yeah,
who was your first celebrity stylist? Like the style that you did, or that you worked with?
my
Could be
first
hair or clothes, whichever.
um, I never actually styled with clothes for
Okay.
celebrities. I had a
Or
few.
makeup.
Yeah, yeah, but makeup, my first celebrity makeup. Wow.
It's
Who
been
was
that
it?
long.
Yeah, because I've been doing this for like
I know. Since the
15
'80s.
years,
Yes,
12,
I
yeah,
know.
because I was still in college when I first started, and they didn't realize I was still in college when I first, like, my first celebrity client was through my mentor.
Hmm.
Her name is T. Cooper. She's like amazing. She does hair and makeup as well.
Okay.
And so I was still in college when I met her for Fashion Week. And
Oh.
so that's how I really got really integrated into it, straight still in college doing fashion. And I think it was like a year after I met her, she like couldn't do one of her clients. And but I don't
See.
even remember
Mhm.
who. It wasn't like a big celebrity. It was
Right.
like, like, yeah, like a TV personality.
Yeah.
I think it was somebody on Love and Hip Hop, to be honest with you.
So somebody that was recognizable.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, it was somebody on Love and Hip Hop. It wasn't. I think it was like young. I think Bianca, Young B from like Chicken Noodle Soup. I think that was the first.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was the first one because it was so like random last minute that like I was
Hmm.
just like, oh, okay, and I didn't think about it. Like I'd never even to this day. I sometimes don't like putting celebrity hair and makeup art
Right.
like on my
Right.
title because I'm just like I don't see them like that.
Right. Because
And
they
so
are
I
people.
always
They're
get,
real.
kind of icky about saying it, but then people are like, "No, you better put that on it. You didn't earn that. You didn't, you know what I'm saying?" And I'm
I
like,
get that. Well, I'm saying I get what you're saying, like, because they are really just people at the end of the day, you
"Yeah,
know what I'm saying? And they just
yeah,
they need a service. But
mm-hmm,
if somebody thinks that all you do is celebrity clientele, they
mm-hmm.
might think, well, she wouldn't want to fool with me, or so I
Right,
get with
right.
that.
Yeah, and then also sometimes it depends, like it's like a catch-22 because it's like if you don't put the celebrity something something
Mm,
on there
they
and
might
then
not
you
take you
tell them your
seriously.
price. No, you tell them your price. They're like, "Why are you charging this? You don't even be doing nobody famous." And then it's like
But can you
and it's
can
like,
you
but
do
why would
makeup?
me doing anybody famous have to do with the price and with the quality and what you're getting, So it
That's
kind of
true.
gets wonky, but sometimes I'm also not like a braggadocious kind of person when it comes to like anything I do. I can
Yeah.
talk about myself, and when I'm asked, but I try not. I don't know. I've never been like that to just like even when I did fashion, I'd walk around be mad cute in my outfits that I made, and they'd be like, "I like your outfit." I'm like, "Thank you," and then I just like keep it moving, and then my mom be like, "She made it, and here's the card. Here's the information. She can make you like." And then my friends would be like that. They're like, "Why you didn't tell them you made it? Like, why?" I'm like,
I get
"They
it.
didn't ask. They just said
Right.
they liked my outfit. I got my feels out of it from them saying they liked it, and I know I made it, and I feel good
Right.
that somebody liked something that I made."
Yeah. I get it. I understand that. Um,
Mhm.
I was about to say something and then it just completely blank. Okay, sorry. Because you were talking about it's gonna come back to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
no, no.
that really makes me mad when I do that. Okay.
Well, I got ADHD. Go, go, go.
No, no, no. I was about to say, So when I was asking before about the like when you first got started, um, when you did your friend's outfit for, you said it was prom or homecoming?
Yeah, it was like 8th grade prom. Yeah.
Okay. So when you did that, had you already decided I could probably make a living doing this?
I knew it was possible, but back then it wasn't like pushed. It wasn't like, oh, go to school and become a fashion designer. It wasn't like you could, like, we had Project Runway. It's like if you was gonna be well
Mhm.
known, you had to go be on somebody's TV show or
Okay.
something like that. But like to have it as a real career,
Hmm.
it I didn't think of. I just like I really like doing it. I'm good at it. I can, keep going to school for it and see where
Right.
it goes. But as a career, I mean, I'm gonna be like Bessie John. I'm gonna be a famous fashion designer and have this and do this and all of these things. Yeah, that's like the dream, the goal. But I didn't know the steps and all of the things that go into it
Hmm.
in like 8th grade. But the more I, went to school and learned the industry and all of these things like that, that's when it kind of like reality was kind of setting in.
Okay. So by the time
Hmm.
you were in like college and things, you decided like
Yeah.
I could really see myself doing this.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I had been already doing it
Okay.
through school. So by the time I finished college, like 5 years after college, I realized I was like, all right, I'm gonna retire from this because I've been doing this since I was 12. And that's about 10, 15. I'm like, that's like 12 years. I can retire from something out after 12 years of doing it.
Okay.
Sure. And I'm not quitting on it, but I
Right.
can release it for now.
So is it still fun for you?
Fashion
Yeah.
or hair and
Just
makeup.
everything, just the entire what you do, all of that. Because like you said, you have so
Hair and
many
makeup
hobbies
is
that
still
you
fun.
do.
Yeah, hair and makeup is still fun for me. I can do it like in my sleep. With anything you do, that you're passionate about, you come across certain people that kind of just like drain the fun out of it, or sometimes you do
Mhm.
something that's too repetitive, and it
Okay.
becomes like if it make you feel like you got a job versus you
Mm.
doing something you want to do. So that happens from time to time, but that's anything creative. Once business gets
Yeah.
in the way, then the business side sometimes makes it not fun. But
I
that's
understand.
why that's one of the reasons why I switched from doing fashion to doing hair and makeup, because I had a passion for both of them,
Hmm.
but doing fashion started to feel like a job, and I never wanted a job. I never I never
Understood.
wanted to have just like a job, just something I was doing to make money to pay bills and
Yes. Because it's
so
demanding.
it started to feel like that, and I was like, I
Yeah.
don't want to regret having that skill set and having that talent for it. So I was like,
Yeah.
let me just keep it as a hobby, do it for whenever I want to do it, or certain clients that don't stress me out.
That was
You
actually part
know.
of my next question. Okay.
Mhm.
So how do you handle difficult clients?
I've really been fortunate enough to have great mentors that have taught me certain things that they went through years
Hmm.
before I was even a thought about like what to expect. So when I come across it, I already know
How
there
to
there can
handle it?
be a few different, yeah, there are a few different ways this can go. And my brain, I have ADHD, so my brain was already figuring out 5 different solutions for this problem and this outcome. So I'm
Hmm.
already like so when it happens in real time, I'm like, all right, pivot,
Hmm.
pivot, manage their expectations. Like that was rule one in cosmetology school. They was like 5 rule, and rule one of the rules was all clients are liars. Okay, cool. Cool, cool. Thanks. Cool. All right. And then one of them was like, your job is to manage expectations. You're not
Hmm.
your job is not to do hair, your hair is not to do makeup. That is not your job. Your job is to manage expectations.
Okay.
And I've very much been fortunate enough to learn how to
Manage.
do that in a
Yeah,
way that I don't really come across too many difficult clients.
that's good.
But yeah.
Okay. Because I know people can be. I'm talking about the people in my life.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, I want to get this," and then when it gets done, it's like, "I didn't really like it." What did you tell her? Did you?
Exactly. Say something. The worst they can do, the worst thing that can happen is they say, it can't be fixed right now, or whatever the case may be, you have to come back tomorrow because of time constraints or whatever the case
Right.
may be. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's like, if you don't, we can't fix anything if we don't know something's broken.
I say that all the
If
time.
something is
Yeah.
wrong, we don't know it, we can't adjust or make it better. Just
Help
like in
me, help
anything
you.
in life. Anything in life,
Exactly.
closed mouth don't get fed, and you sitting there
Okay.
hungry.
Help me, help you. I can't do nothing about it if you don't tell me. Yeah.
Right. And if I'm asking and you're constantly affirming that it's okay, then that's all on you. That's all. If I've asked multiple times throughout the thing, you like it? You okay with this? Everything's good?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You satisfied? You okay? No, and it's giving very much we on the same page that this is cute. And then you
Mm-hmm.
get home and you like, I didn't like it, or I don't like it now.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I
so
get
it's
it.
good.
I
You know
get
what
it.
I'm saying?
And also, while you were talking, I'm like, baby, that Memphis is slipping out, honey.
It do. It slip in and out. It do for
I love
it.
that though. I love that. It makes me feel warm. So okay.
Yeah,
Um,
it slip in and out.
I love that. It just feels like home. So like what's one
Mhm.
of like the most requested looks that people ask for? When
For
it, I say
me,
like for makeup.
for from me, or just in
Yeah,
general.
yeah, from you. Yeah.
For me, the sculptural like hair piece, like what you saw early,
Okay.
yeah. So like the sculptural updos or braided up kind of avant-garde pieces. And then makeup wise, I'm really good at just like the no makeup look, like making people look like that they don't have anything on.
Natural.
But yeah, and
Okay.
also any like fun avant, like the polar opposite of that, like
Yeah.
they have on a whole face, like art sculpture on their face.
I love that. Okay.
Painting. So the polar opposite of the two.
Are there a lot
And
of girls in New York who do the sculptured hair?
it's getting there. A lot of the fashion girlies,
Okay.
and it's becoming more like a trend thing now,
I love
because
that.
they're seeing it, like you don't have to wear it for a special occasion. You can
Yeah.
just do some fun and funky with your hair and
Take
keep it
some
moving.
risks. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Hmm.
we don't see a whole lot of that down here.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there an event that's like a goal for you in your career for you to achieve that you want to do?
So Um, I want to do at least once all of the award shows, like all of the
Okay.
major ones. I've done quite a few of them.
Okay.
And I did do one of my biggest goals was the Met Gala.
Okay.
So I did do that, but I want my new goal is for me to be the lead. So I've done
Oh.
a lot of these things where I was either assisting or like co-leading the
Mm-hmm.
style. So me and one of the other hairstylists or makeup artists. But I want to be booked personally. Like, I want you to do mine for for the Met Gala, or for like Coachella, like headline, and like me leading a team that to
Mm-hmm.
cover the headliner for Coachella.
Okay.
That's one of my goals. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I worked Coachella for the headliner, but I was on the big team. I wasn't the main person.
Who was the headliner?
Frank Ocean.
Okay.
Yeah, I was on the makeup team for that, but that became a whole thing, and it was a lawsuit and a whole shebang. It was a hot mess, baby. It was we. Look,
Okay.
I now already got my settlement, so I can talk about it.
Okay. Well, I was about to say, I don't. What kind of makeup would Frank Ocean need? Because, like,
No,
I guess
it
like because
wasn't
they're
him.
outside.
It wasn't him. It
Oh.
was, so he had a whole, it was supposed to have been a whole set where they had an ice rink, and they had over 100, I think it was like 125 ice skaters, hockey players, anybody that could
At
like
Coachella?
ice skate. Yeah, for Coachella. So he had built a whole ice rink.
Oh wow.
And it was supposed to be a secret. One of these influencers or somebody ended up discovering it and posting it before that night. So he got mad and changed up the whole set halfway through the day, because we was there since the beginning of the day.
Right.
And he was all the way at night. Changed up the whole thing, Then half of the makeup that we was doing for them, they ended up changing up the whole outfits, changing up the whole makeup look. So we had to wipe off half the people that we had just done. It was like glitter and rhinestones
The
and
same day or the day before?
no, the same day, same day. We was working from like 10 o'clock, and then and we was almost about to be, we had lunch, everything, and we was almost done. We was like a good 75% done with them. And in the last at 7 o'clock, he goes on at 9. At 7 o'clock p.m., everything changes. And now we gotta wipe off
What?
glitter and rhinestones and silver paint
I
off
know
of
you
these
lying.
people's faces. All 100, it was we really only had about 20 of them left, and it was like 150 of them. And then
How
half
many
of them
people
got
were doing?
released.
How many of y'all were doing the like hair and makeup?
It
Like,
was
how
like
big was your
it was
team?
like 40 of us.
You that is a lot.
Yeah, yeah. And it was a mess. It was a mess. Then we had to change it up, wipe it all off, and do some other weird looking thing in 2 hours. And then it was a mess. It was a mess. Then we didn't get to come back for the next week because he was the headliner for both weekends. Because then he got on stage 2 hours late. He only had a 2 hour set. Get on there for like 20 minutes, and then they shut the lights off because they got a curfew at 12. And he
Oh,
was trying to go on, and then they got fined. It was a whole shebang. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was like, never in my life. But I
so
got to have lunch with Justin Bieber in the back, so that was cool.
I'm just wondering. You said there was an ice rink, like so. I would imagine at that point the ice rink had been made.
Yeah,
What the
it was
hell do you do with the ice rink if you're not gonna use it now? Like, how do you?
melted down.
That's
Turn them ice maker thingies off at the bottom of it and melt it down.
within 2 hours. All of that was done. That is insane. Okay. All right.
Yep, yep, exactly. That's exactly what I was doing. Like, what?
Glad you got your
What?
money. I ain't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
That was the most like insane, like just experience ever of like I'm like, none of this has anything to do with us, but yet we're the ones that gotta switch up the whole everything.
And you know what? That was actually one of my questions that I had coming up was like, have you ever had like to work through like a challenging situation? And if so, like how did y'all handle it? And now I see. Good grief. Over 100 people, and it was only 40 of y'all.
Mhm.
Rhinestones and glitter and some more. Wow.
Yeah,
Frank,
yeah,
you a wild boy. You a wild
yeah,
boy. Wow.
yeah.
Mhm. All right. Jocelyn, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
10 years. Hopefully, having uh the ability to travel and teach my like
Mm.
personal techniques and like have a I want to have this I don't know if I want to do a book or just like a course where
Ooh,
I blend STEM and beauty
I love
together.
that. I love that. Yeah.
I'm a big science geek, and I
Mm.
love applied sciences, and I love how much science is integrated in the beauty industry and beauty and hair and makeup and just in general. And a
Yeah.
lot of people don't understand the correlation. And
Yeah.
kids nowadays really don't get into science, they get into the technology part of it, but like the real life science, and I'm like,
It goes
physics
hand
is
in hand.
all around us, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I love
So
that.
that definitely having a course where I can teach like students and just like adults the importance of science and STEM and beauty, and just teaching my techniques, and being able to have my books really planned out a
Mm-hmm.
year in advance so I know what I'm doing, and I
Mm-hmm.
just wake up and do what I love without the stress of looking
Yeah.
for gigs and having everything just there, and I get to travel on everybody else's dime,
That part.
on a more consistent basis, because I do that now, but on a more consistent basis, and just
Yeah. That
have
part. I understand that.
sponsorships and just really, live my best life as a household name. That's
Okay.
where that is. Yeah.
Well, I'm touching and agreeing on that for you because you're gonna get it.
Yes. Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Yeah. Do you feel like you probably do you know where you want to retire at? Like, are you gonna stay in New York or would you like to go back to Memphis or what?
So I have we have our like family home in Memphis, and I will always keep that. I
Got
don't
it.
believe in selling. If you got property in your family, don't be selling that joint. Do something with it, flip it, break it down, and use the land for something else. But
Yeah.
we got to keep everything that somebody done worked hard to get.
Come on.
Um,
Come on.
so, but I wouldn't move back. I do want to get, I'd go back and forth to LA a lot. So I would
Okay.
like to get some property out there just to, Airbnb or just when I'm out there working,
Yeah.
for extended periods of time that I have somewhere to, place
To go.
myself.
Yeah.
I do love New York and everything that it offers. But because I'm so young and I don't have kids yet, I don't know where I would want to raise them.
Mm.
And that's
Okay.
like the biggest thing. And whoever I'm gonna have these kids with and be married to and all this good stuff,
I know. I know that's right.
So all of that is kind of still in the like near far future. So yeah. Yeah, or
Okay.
if I have kids at all, or my one kid, like I'm the only child, my mama the only child. I'm like, it's
Oh
giving
wow.
very much only child heavens around here.
I know you do. You get your mama all to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, well, since we kind of spoke on that a little bit, I'm just gonna ask just to be nosy. Are you dating?
Yes, I do. So I it's a kind of taboo subject, but I am polyamorous.
Okay.
So I do believe in multiple partners and multiple loves and just look, it's unrealistic to expect if you expect like 30 things to keep you sustained, happy and content in a relationship. It's I feel like it's unrealistic to expect one person to fulfill
To do all
all
those
30.
things.
Yeah. And so I'm like,
I'm
if
gonna have
they could,
to disagree with that. But I just came to that conclusion a couple years ago because I used to think the exact same way about
like,
polyamory.
oh, he could be my all, or she could be my all,
Yeah,
whoever could be my
I get
all
it.
and everything I need, and they could provide, and I could do that for them. And it's like,
I get it.
no, no, that's unrealistic because then they ain't got nothing left for themselves, and now y'all both burnt out and can't do nothing for each other. But if that person can, on a consistent basis, provide about 10 things
Right, right.
on a consistent basis without batting the eye, and they do it, generously, lovely, and still have enough for themselves,
I get it.
baby, give me that 10 things. And I'm gonna be
I
good.
get
I ain't
it.
gonna ask you for nothing more. I ain't gonna, and I'm not gonna accept nothing less than them 10 things. And we're gonna be good to go.
Yeah, I
Now,
don't
don't
ask
be
for nothing
mad when
I
I
can't
still
give
got
you.
stuff that needs to get done and I get it from somebody else. Help me
Mm.
help you. Help me. Help me help you help me.
You remind me so much of myself when I was a little young. I swear I understand that completely. I do. I do.
Mm.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. So can men be divas when you're working with them, when you're styling them and all of that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Men, anybody can be a diva. A diva is just a particular person that
Mm-hmm.
likes things done a particular way and maybe
Okay.
in a time crunch or what I'm saying, they that's all a diva is, a particular
Is it more
person.
the attitude of just like,
Yeah,
okay,
attitude of in
I need it done
somewhat
correctly, I need it
entitlement,
done
but
now. Yeah.
without the audacity, look,
Okay.
entitled particular person. That's what a diva
Okay.
is. And they can back it up. Most divas can back it up. Like they are that way. They're particular and want things done a certain way because that they can and they need it that way so that they can perform the way that you want them to perform.
That's true.
You expect
That
them
is
to be
true.
a certain way, then they need all of these things done the way that they need them done so that they can be the best them they can be for
That
you.
is true. Because that's why you're there.
Correct. That's why they here.
Okay. What's
So I
something?
understand because I'm like I understand that concept. So I get it. But it's also there's a fine line between diva and a B. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You don't have to be nasty to get what you say, what you mean, and mean
Mm-hmm.
what you say what you want and how you want it, and it can be done. You ain't gotta be nasty. You ain't gotta be disrespectful. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta treat me like the help. I already know I'm the help. You ain't gotta treat me like
But you know
it.
what? One thing that always, since you said that, is making me think, like, I used to say this all the time because it was something I saw in the movie Made in Manhattan, where he told her, he was like, people think that because we work in the service industry that we are their servants. And so a
Yes.
lot of
Yes.
times that's how, I look at like life in general, because I have like years of like
Mm-hmm.
HR and human resources, call center, all that type of stuff. So it's like,
Yeah, yeah.
if I'm doing a service for you, even when I was
Correct.
a caterer, like, I get it. This is what you want, but you hired me for a reason.
Correct.
You don't have to be rude. You really don't.
Exactly.
But
And no reason. There's no
yeah,
reason to. Even if
because
you're having a bad day or whatever the case may be, you don't know what I got going on, but I showed up to my job. This is your job too. We both here co-workers. We co-workers at this point.
okay, and you're sitting here talking to me, and you're hungry, and you know what? And that's what I'm saying. Look, we talked about this earlier. Maybe I know how my attitude can get when I'm starving, so I
You know
appreciate you even taking the time.
what
Y'all, this
I'm
girl
saying?
ain't even had a bowl of cereal yet, so you know, give people grace.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
what are some things that you've seen in the industry that you feel like need to be improved?
Um, the way it shifted with the whole influencer rise, and I feel like it's slowly starting to back down, but I feel like a lot of these companies, especially these brands that just be handing out all of these lovely endorsements to like people that have only shown that they can do their own makeup, and build their
Mm,
own brand.
okay.
And a lot of artists that have touched so many faces, done so many things, are
Right.
begging for PR packages and begging to be, sponsored in a way that will touch more than some 8 million random people that only care about this one person.
Right. Right.
Versus, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like the way that endorsements and sponsorships with these companies and like real artists, those relationships need to change and be a little more, um spread the wealth a little bit more when it comes to that, and not just to influencers that you think are making you money, because they're really not,
Yeah.
in a sense, only for sales purposes. But like, that's one product here, one product there, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Overall. Yeah.
yeah,
I tell my daughter that often, like all the time. Everything is a business.
yeah.
Everything is a
Hmm.
business. And I absolutely understand what you're saying. Like, because they need the revenue, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this person is hot. Okay, well, they might be hot, but do they have real talent? Like, do they
Right,
have what it
and
takes
that's what the
to,
thing is.
to,
It's
yeah, they're just
influence over
bringing
talent. It's
traffic to your
becoming
site or
influence
whatever.
over
They're not,
talent.
yeah, they're just bringing traffic to the site. They're not getting you actual like seats and like people coming to,
Hmm.
so I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think that part of it is overall, from what I've heard a lot of people say, that is like the resounding answer. It's like they don't really care about us the way that they used to care, because
Yeah, yeah. We
because
used to get
everything's a business.
discounts and free things. We would do Fashion Week and all of these things, and get
Yeah.
all these brands would sponsor us. Now it's like they want you to pay, unless your brand, your company or your team has an influencer on there or is
Hmm.
gonna be there, and it's like, oh, then that's when they like, okay, we'll sponsor your team for this show or whatever the case may be. Or if the show itself, like the designers are going through it, where they have to now bring in influencers into their mix when they're
Mm.
showing their collection, and it's no longer about their clothes. It's about,
Yeah.
oh, I've got the
I've got
hottest girl
this
from
person.
Love Island here modeling for me, and now we've got all the press. Now we've got brands fighting to sponsor my makeup team and my hair team, and now we
Yeah.
got all of, now this is the hot ticket because we got this one person that's modeling. It ain't
Yeah.
even about my clothes no more. It ain't even
Yeah.
about me. The
Yeah. It's
ticket
the overshadow.
got their name up there bigger than mine.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. And
Yeah.
that is absolutely crazy, because all you did was show up. I did the
Correct.
work.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct.
What's
Yeah.
a pet peeve that you have when it comes to makeup?
Um,
Go on and tell me.
So my general pet peeve is like these flyaway lashes. I can't deal with the butterfly. These like caterpillars on
You
your
don't
lids. I
you don't
can't do.
like them?
Yeah, I can't. The stuffaluffagus. I can't. That's just not. But in the industry, my biggest pet peeve is still the fact that artists don't know how to color correct, not color correct, but like color match all
Oh,
shades.
the makeup. Oh wow.
Yeah, like we still not understanding you can mix these colors, color theory, you know what I'm saying? If you
Okay.
don't got the right shade straight out the tube, make it. Like makeup artists are
Mm.
not makeup artists no more. They've just taken the artist part out of it. Like you're
Which
not using your palette anymore to
but
create.
that goes back to what you were saying before about the science of it as well.
Yeah, it's like you
Mhm.
you you learn how to do makeup from YouTube, which I love YouTube University graduates. I love them.
Okay.
Love a YouTube University graduate. I've taken a few courses myself,
Right.
but it's like you've lost the art form of the art part of it, the artist,
Right.
the color theory of figuring out this person's got an undertone that's yellow. This foundation I have is got a red undertone.
Is it
Add
gonna look
some,
they're gonna
you
look
gotta
orange?
dilute it, you gotta change it up. If you don't have
Okay.
it in your kit, make it work. Don't just throw that foundation on them and now they looking like a Oompa Loompa.
Mm. And if you don't know what an undertone is, then you probably shouldn't be doing makeup.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
Correct. If you don't know the color wheel and know that if they got rosacea, which is red,
Mm-hmm.
and you put in foundation that's already warm on there, they're gonna look like our president over here. You know what I'm saying? And it's given very orange.
They're gonna look like a
You want to
strawberry.
cancel the red out, you need a little green in there, a little something. But
Okay.
if you don't know that, you just saw the shade and it matches, but you don't even know the undertone, then we
That is
got
very
problems,
true. That is
you
very
know?
true. Because we've
Because you
seen
put
people whose face look different than their neck, who,
right. And you know what's crazy about that is like naturally that could happen. People's
right.
natural faces could be lighter than their neck, but like we said, we're supposed to manage the expectation. Your expectation is to
There you
walk out
go.
here even, right?
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
head to collarbone. You're
There
supposed
you
to
go.
walk out here even. So
Yeah.
even if I do need to put a little makeup on your neck to match the rest of your face to either brighten it up or darken it up or add some extra contour along your jawline and in your cheekbones and around here to kind of blend it out so it looks like a continuous piece of canvas, then that's what I gotta do.
Okay. Let me ask you something. So, like, let's say somebody has on makeup, but it looks super ashy. What have they done wrong?
They've used too many products that have a white base.
Mm. Okay.
So a lot of makeup companies, foundations and concealers and even powders, they do the cheap way, and when they start out with their chemistry, they start out with a white base. So
Okay.
imagine you making a bunch of makeup powder like powders or whatever and you using white as the base. Either just and then you start adding on the pigments. All
Mm.
of them is going to have white as their base. So they're going to
Okay.
all look kind of ashy because the base of ash is white.
You just got a face full
But
of rouge.
right. It don't matter how dark you get, that white is still gonna come through. It's gonna
Okay.
give off gray
Yeah.
every time.
You're gonna be casket
So
sharp every single time.
casket sharp. I love it. Every time I'll be
Wow.
like, okay, it's giving casket ready. Love
Hallelujah.
it.
We're gonna miss her. Yes. Yeah.
yes.
Hmm.
But in that some companies they understand color theory and so once they get past the 50 shades of peach, which you can start with a white base when you're doing 50 shades of peach.
If you don't make that the title to your damn book, that tickled the shit out of me. Oh my gosh. Because
That's
that
what
is
it
so
be.
true. It'll
That's what it
be
be. They be like, we've got 40 shades of makeup and it's 50 shades of peach. Then we got 2 shades of caramel, dark and light caramel, condensed and condensed caramel and caramel syrup.
Now you got
And caramel candy.
what
They
I'm
got
about to say,
three
what you got? You
shades
got
of caramel.
Dulce Leches on this side, and then you got
You know what
coffee
I'm
cake
saying?
over
A
here.
little caramel latte from Dunkin' with
Oh,
extra
Lord have
cream.
mercy.
And then they got the
And then
mocha.
you got cold brew coffee on your forehead, like,
Yeah. A little cold brew, a little cafe, a little cocoa, hot cocoa, and dark cocoa. And
and
then
you
that's it.
vanilla wafer yellow down here, like
Exactly.
it's a palette. It's a
No
lot
yellow.
going on.
No
They got
yellow.
a whole charcuterie board going on their face right now.
Correct. So
That's
imagine
hilarious.
if they started so you have different bases because we all have different undertones, color theory.
Yeah, yeah.
So you go from light to dark. So white base is for 50 Shades of Peach. Yellow base is for all of our, in betweens, And then
Mm-hmm.
you start with an orange base and a red base and then a blue base. Now you can start adding pigments on there and other colors and other things. So now when you're mixing those together, you've got all these lovely deep rich hues that now will match someone's natural undertone because that's naturally what's in our skin to begin with. Oh, they so black they blue. Yes, because they undertone is blue. Their undertone is blue. So they makeup need to have blue undertone for it
Oh
to
my
match.
gosh.
But all of the deep skin under the deep colors have a red undertone. So now
Yeah.
they looking real warm when they not that warm.
Strawberry. Wow.
Right. It's
Wow.
like, what's going on?
Oh
So
my
yeah.
gosh. What's a misconception that people have of the beauty industry?
That is so easy to get into. You just you know what I'm saying? Anybody could do it.
I can put on some lashes. I'm a nail tech now.
Yeah. And now
I'm
I'm
a
a makeup
hairstylist.
artist. I'm a makeup artist.
Oh my
I
gosh.
watched 4 videos and now I'm taking clients. I done graduated from summa cum laude from
At YouTube University, honey.
YouTube University with my
First,
master's degree.
first in your class, honey. Don't play with
Okay.
me. Wow.
And then they
Yeah.
got a booking, they got all these lovely apps now. It's so easy. You don't need no formal nothing to make a Booksy account. You know what I'm saying? And boom, you taking clients left and right with a $50 deposit, non-refundable.
I hate
And
this so
come
much.
everything. You ain't got not a license to first. You don't even know how to properly sanitize your brushes. You even washed your brushes.
Talk about that. Talk about that. Just really quick before
Oh,
I get to my
stop it.
next question. Please
Huh?
talk about that. How should they be cleaning their brushes?
So there's a few different. I got a pile of brushes I need to clean tonight too. I need to shampoo them jokers. Um, so there's a few different ways. So there's quick cleaning for
Mm-hmm.
like non-foundation used brushes.
Okay.
Ain't no way to quick clean a brush that you didn't use foundation on. It's
Okay.
too thick, it's in set in. You need to shampoo that brush.
Okay.
So no quick cleaning. But if you're using only powders and pigments, you can quick clean the brush for continuous use. It's not the most sanitary, but when you're doing like fashion week and things like that, and you only have a certain amount of brushes, and you know what I'm saying, some people don't have a plethora of brushes. I have like 2 different sets of brushes. Ones that are like lower quality for when I'm doing like fashion weeks where it's like 100 models and I gotta get through it. And I'm not using my $40 makeup brush on. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. I'm gonna get
Okay.
these Wet and Wilds and we're gonna call it a day. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Keep it moving. So there's like the quick that are kind of alcohol based, that like Cinema Secrets. There's a few other brands that have I think Elf has like some makeup brush spray that you spray on the brush, you swish it around, you know what I'm saying, until it gets back to its original color. And then you can spray it with some, it's all, most of them have alcohol base in it, but you can spray it
Mm-hmm.
again with some alcohol just to kind of sanitize it and disinfect it, and then keep it
Okay.
moving and use it again same day. But then for shampoo, there's a few different brush shampoo brands that are really good to don't dry out your brushes. And then even some good old Dawn, as a pre-soak. Let me some good. If it's good for the duckies, it's good for these brushes.
Okay. That's what I use on my hair.
As a pre-soak. I wouldn't recommend using it as your bread and butter to
Right,
be
right.
washing your brushes, but as a pre-soak to kind of lift up that those foundation, all those pigments and everything.
Mhm.
Yes, I will say some good old on platinum, not the regular on the platinum.
Get in there and get it real
And
good.
then I have a good friend that's a makeup artist. She created her own brush cleaner
Oh wow.
shampoo. And so I use hers Glam Sessions.
I
Yes.
was just about to say,
Shout
do
out
you want to
to
share who
Ashley.
that is? Okay.
Hmm.
What's it called again?
It's called Glam Sessions makeup cleaner by her name is Ashley.
I like her
And so
ideas.
I've been using that. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've been using that for years since she came out with. I'm like, yup, that's it. It keep my brushes nice and clean and soft. They last. Even the cheap ones be lasting. And every time I bring them fresh out my bag, and my clients,
Mhm.
oh, these brushes are so soft. They smell so good. I'm like, great. That's all I need to hear. Cause ain't nothing worse than a client like, oh yeah, I didn't want to use that makeup artist again. Her brushes were dirty, and
Mm.
then she put them on my face and now they breaking out or get some
Yeah.
kind of rash or something. Nope.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So, what's a tip that you would have for somebody who's starting out wanting to wear makeup?
Do some trial and errors as far as sensitivity, because every time I look up somebody's sensitive to something,
Okay.
so very much so figure out what your allergies are,
Hmm.
and do some allergy tests, even not on your face, like in this like forearm part, the crease.
Okay.
That's where you test for like allergies and stuff, even
Okay.
like hair products and stuff to see, because the same kind of skin that's this crease in between your where your elbow bends,
Right.
that is the same type of skin that's on your face.
I never knew
So
that.
the
Okay.
sensitivity, yeah, when you do like in beauty school we do like a patch test.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put that right there, right up in here. Yep.
Okay.
And you test it out. When they do allergy tests, they test on your forearm.
I was about to say like the TB test and the allergy
Yeah,
test and stuff they do.
all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
So
I ain't never
that
did that.
skin is on your scalp as well, which is on your face. So you might be allergic to something on your face, but not your scalp, but not your like your regular like your legs or something. But
Okay.
mm-hmm,
And see that's actually this is really good that I'm talking to you about that because I don't wear makeup because I don't know how to put it on.
mm-hmm.
Um, but
I
also
need some lessons. I do lessons.
listen, it's not even
That was what was keeping me alive during COVID. I was doing beauty Zoom beauty lessons for like a lot of my clients, my CEO clients that still had to do
okay.
Zoom calls and still had to be cute. But they was like,
Right.
I don't know how to do this makeup. They was like, you gonna come and do this hair for the week. We're gonna put a mask on and we're gonna be good to go. But makeup wise, you gonna have to
Yeah.
teach me something.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, my sister can do makeup really well. But I grew up in the 90s and all I ever wore was lip gloss and like eyeliner. So
And
like
that's all you be needing, to be honest. But for the face, a lot of people, it's like that's all I be wearing to this day. Is some lip liner, some gloss, and some mascara. I don't even do the eyeliner. I just do the mascara. Sometimes I used to do like my signature used to be like a bright color underneath,
okay.
like the waterline.
I
I
can
would
see
do
that,
like
yeah.
white or like a blue or some kind of fun, funky color underneath, and
Mhm.
some mascara and call it a day. I don't even do my brows. I just put mascara on them and call them one good day.
See, for me, I'm like, makeup has gotten so complicated for me. It's like I don't know how y'all do the brows and y'all do this, and it just, it was so funny to me. Like some years ago, well, what it wasn't funny, but it was like I was so excited to see that Alicia Keys said, "I ain't wearing no more damn makeup. I ain't doing this no more." And I was like, "Girl, I've been stopped." So
Skincare,
I appreciate
skincare.
it because, like,
Hmm.
it does take a lot of effort to a degree, especially if you have to do it yourself and you don't know how to do it. But I trust y'all. Like I trust a professional to do my makeup. But
Hmm.
girl, no. On a
But
day to day,
once
I'll be
you
lucky to throw on some chapstick. And I
once you figure out your like, sorry, had my computer
you
on this
good.
little thing and my feet was under it. I'm like, why would I sit like this for an extended period of time?
We almost done. We almost done.
Nah, we good. But the key is like to perfect a 5 to 10 minute beat on yourself. You only really need 5 makeup brushes
Okay.
and a puff.
What's
Or
the, what's
what?
the is that the blender thing or
No, not a beauty blender. It's like a flat, soft kind of like feels kind of hairy. Is but it's like
is
a
it a
soft.
makeup brush?
No, no, no. It's a puff. It's like I don't even have any close by.
Oh wait, is it like the thing? It's like, well, never mind, never mind. I'm thinking about the big fat short one or
No,
something.
not the big one, but it's a small one that you just
Okay.
boop boop boop.
Oh,
Yeah,
the little flat thing.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. See, I don't wear makeup, and I'm that's a damn
Yeah,
shame. Go
so
ahead,
that's a makeup puff. But it's the small one. It's like the second generation, not the big one
okay.
back in the
The
day where
kind
they
that
put
used
the
to come
powder
in the
on and be like
yeah,
poop 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 poop.
the kind that
That's
used to
that's
come in the
that's the
compact.
old school puff. Yeah.
Okay. That's what
Hmm.
I'm gonna say. That's what I'm used to, like the kind that came in the compact. That's
Yeah, but not the sponge version, the other kind. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Hmm. Are you yeah, that and then eyeshadow or I don't even like to say eyeshadow because sometimes you just really need the pigments, a pressed pigment. So
So like
like Morphe,
blush or
one
something.
thing I love about Morphe is their pigments, like their all of their palettes are just like pressed pigments. It's not
Okay.
technically uh eyeshadow or blush or contour powder. Like it's just a pressed
You can use
pigment.
it for
And
whatever.
then they market it. Yeah, you can use it for a whole bunch of different things. You can
Okay.
create stuff with it. Like I've created my kit is full of a lot of like products that I've depotted or created a new version of it. So
Okay.
you would only get it from my kit. So like I've taken a bunch of blushes that like individually some of these colors don't match a lot of people, but I've made combo colors and then turned them into
Mm.
cream the powder. So now I can just take it, put a little bit on there, blend it out, and boom, it's good. And both of those two colors that I've combined look good on a few different shades versus that one pink that was looking crazy on 3 different people and that one pink that didn't match nobody. Now we
You
didn't
better
match
come
it
on with your
together.
scientific self. Yes, ma'am. She said I
Yep,
created it.
yeah.
Yes. Have you ever thought about like creating your own line?
Yes, yes. I was
The
gonna go
same.
to school before the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
um I was looking into going back to school for cosmetic science.
Oh wow.
And I still might do that. Like that might be a
I can
part
see
of
that.
my next like 5-year goals.
Come on.
Of that
Yes,
shit.
yes. As the
Mm-hmm.
kids say, yes, come on and do that. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
love
I
that.
can, yeah, and I really like. I have so many like because I have ADHD. I be having so many lovely, great ideas,
I
but it's
get it.
like the
Trying to focus.
time and effort, yeah, to really
Yeah.
make these like I would love to have a school with a lab in it and people can come and create their own, stuff. I would love to have that and
I
like teach
love that
people,
idea.
teach
Yeah.
artists like the science behind it and the chemistry and
Yes.
things like that, and have a like course program where you learn how to make stuff and the chemistry behind the makeup, and then you graduate with a mini collection of your own product.
You know what? And also, that's kind of like bringing it back full circle for you, where you were at the beauty school and the lady gave you the head to work on. Like you pouring the
Hmm.
same thing into a new, a new
Hmm.
generation. Absolutely claiming that for you as well. Okay. Yes. Come on, Jocelyn.
Yes.
Okay. So give me 3 essentials that you need when you're traveling
For myself personally,
for
for my
yourself.
hair and makeup kit, or for
For
clients.
yourself. For
For
you.
myself,
Yes.
for me, I need some lip oil, not lip gloss. I need lip oil. I need
Okay.
about 4 different flavors and 4 different tubes of lip oil.
What's the difference between lip oil and lip gloss?
So lip oil is like it has like vitamin E or argan or coconut oil, like it's like an essential oil base.
Okay.
And it's not sticky, it has a high shine if you use a lot of it,
Okay.
but like me, I'd be like all of it's on there. But it's not formulated to be sticky or have a thick consistency. It's very kind of loose consistency.
Okay.
And it's more of a treatment versus for aesthetics.
Also, it's healthy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
I like that.
Yeah.
So lip oil.
Lip oil, a brown eyeliner / lip liner.
Okay.
Some mascara. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, and some concealer. I do need some concealer because I'll be
Okay.
tired. I'll be tired.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was it at? Okay. Okay, so what is more exciting for you, a blank canvas or like a thought out idea?
You know what? Old me would have said a blank canvas, but matured me and would say a thought out plan.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the thought out plan now, is it more exciting to start it or the completed look?
To doing it, the
Okay.
process,
The
the
process.
process of it. Yeah.
Okay.
And making it come to fruition the exact way that they want it. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you listen to music when you're doing your thing? Like when you have a client?
I try to let them curate their experience.
Okay.
I always say getting your hair and makeup done is like a spa experience. It's supposed to be
Mm.
relaxing. It's supposed to be a curated, situation. So depending on the type of, most all of my clients, I like whatever you want to put on. If you want to sit in silence, cool. I got ADHD. It's gonna be something playing up here anyway.
Okay.
So we could, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But if some of them will be working on the computer, like, working from home. Some of
Right.
them are getting ready for a big event. So it's a lot else going on. It's kind
Okay.
of like sometimes when I'm in their space, then it's like, okay, you curate how you want this. And then I'm there. When I used to take clients at my house, I would have the space already curated and the music playing and the vibes. So then when they would come in, it's like they're entering in my space. So my experience, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is the last question, then we're gonna get to a little segment I call this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh well, technically, this would just be you telling us one more time, like what are some of the services that you offer?
Okay. So on the books, I offer hair, hair services, natural hair, expert at all things, private clients, celebrity clients, red carpets, if you're doing TV shows, all of that, for hair and makeup. I do model, and I do massage clients as well. Yeah. And I do nails, but that's more of like a part of my hair and makeup, like for uh like male grooming and things of that nature. If they want a manicure or they need a quick like press on set for on set, something like that, uh,
Okay.
uh, uh, all things beauty, to be honest, is what I do. But the quick spiel is I do hair and makeup, I model, and I do massages.
All right. We love that. We love that. Okay. So we are going to get to a segment that I have. It's called This or That. And all it is, I'm gonna give you two options and you choose one or the other.
Uh-huh.
However it comes to you, it does not matter, whatever, like the situation, circumstances, whatever, right?
Right. Okay.
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 All right. Summer or fall?
Summer. Summer.
What are summers in New York like?
They get right now because the climate change is all over the place. It's supposed to be hot right now, and it was cold yesterday and
Oh,
today.
wow.
So yeah. But
That
it's
makes
usually
sense.
like New York usually would get all of the seasons. Like in the fall, it would be windy and cool. In the summer, it'd be hot and
Okay.
humid. And you know what I'm saying? And then the spring, you get rain and you get some nice little warm weather. In the winter, it's cold and it's snowing. Now, everything we got sprinter and we got 2 weeks of summer and then fall the rest of the time.
So this ain't part of my this or that, but since you mentioned the winter, now Tennessee, we don't really get a whole lot of snow like that.
I know, uh-huh.
So how has that been adjusting to New York weather?
See, I when I first moved up here, it was kind of very much like I knew what I was getting.
Okay.
each season, because
Okay.
it used to be very like, this is what you finna get. This is kind of how it is.
Right.
Now, because it's gotten so wishy-washy and mixed together,
Mm-hmm.
I don't got time for the bipolarness that comes with New York weather, because the meteorologists don't even know how to keep up. They telling you it's supposed to rain today and it's 80 degrees sunny outside. You done missed a whole beach day because you thinking you supposed to go outside with your rain boots and umbrella. Now
Oh
you
my
hot on the train, pissed
God.
off, and you could have been at the beach.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. I thought I saw somebody on Instagram earlier. I now it makes sense. I believe he is in New York, and he had on a sweater, and I was like, "It's
Mm-hmm.
June, pretty much."
Uh-huh. Nope.
I had,
Yep.
I didn't know.
Definitely had on the sweat. I wish I had more clothes on yesterday. I had been
No.
outside, and baby, I had on some sandals. Good thing I didn't have my cardigan on, because I was freezing. I'm
Wow.
also anemic, so it's giving very much anything below 70. I'm freezing
Same.
regardless. So
Same. Yeah. Okay. Vintage or custom?
custom.
Okay. You've had some really like you've seen some really good custom pieces.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I got into fashion in the first place, because the way my body was set up,
Oh
clothes
yeah.
wasn't fitting right. So I had to always customize my stuff, and that's why I ended up learning how to sew.
Yeah.
Um,
Out of
so I could,
necessity.
yeah.
Okay.
And plus, vintage stuff wasn't made for my body type. So, baby, you know what I'm saying?
Baby, listen, as a thicker girl, I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah,
Okay. If it wasn't that sample size, you wasn't
yeah.
squeezing none of this ass in there. No.
Uh-uh.
Mm-mm. Top and bottom. So yeah, no,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. Okay. Hot air balloon or deep sea dive?
Deep sea dive.
Oh,
I'm a mermaid. I am a
okay.
mermaid.
All right, Ariel. I love that.
Hmm.
What did you think
Hmm.
about the new Little Mermaid?
I mean, I loved it. I loved how people was really upset over this fictional character, and I love that Haley was like, "Okay," and yeah, I loved it. I loved all that.
Yeah,
I mean, I was never really a huge fan of the movie in
I wasn't
itself
either.
in general,
It's
but I
cute.
just loved the idea of, like, they was like, it's a fictional character. It can be whatever we want it to be.
You know what? I
It's
might
not
actually watch that when we're done with this now.
real.
Um, I don't know what I've been like on a Disney Plus kick for like the last 3 days. I'm so serious. Okay. Let's see. French fries or tater tots?
Seasoned French fries, or like potato
Mm.
wedges. Yeah.
Why do people be forgetting about potato wedges?
I don't understand. They was
That is not, that's my
tier.
favorite.
Top tier.
Top of the top. That is my favorite. Girl, I knew I liked you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Eyelashes or lip gloss?
Lip gloss.
Now that I know
Lip
about the
gloss.
what was it? Lip
Lip gloss.
oil?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ride a bike or roller skate?
See, because I used to be a ride a bike girl and a roller skate girl. Now
Same.
I don't do neither. I don't got a bike, but I do got some roller skates. But I ain't rolled them
Oh,
and I ain't rolled them. But in my lovely age of whatever age I'm at, I want to sit down.
I was about to say maybe you'll do a photo shoot where you have to be on roller skates or something. You still got the skates.
Yeah, they leopard and everything too.
Look at you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, leopard girl. Okay,
Uh-huh.
cheetah.
Well, they call me leopard lady. They call me leopard lady. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? I'm refined.
okay. Well, excuse me.
Leopard lady.
Excuse me. Now, did not know that. Okay. Home cooked meal or dine out?
Home cooked meal.
Okay. What do
Now
you
I don't know if I'm gonna be doing the cooking the whole time,
Okay.
but somebody cooking something at the house. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What's a meal that you love?
Ah, I love anything. Nah, I don't eat beef or pork anymore.
Okay.
So I love a good seafood situation.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? Some a broil or some seafood pasta.
That
Some
is my favorite. I love a
Mhm,
seafood pot and I cooks down. So like,
mhm,
yes, I
mhm.
love a scallop. Like that's my favorite
Yeah.
one. I love a scallop. Come on, girl. Okay. Okay. Last one. What is worse? Chapped lips or melted makeup?
Chapped lips. Because it's just like you felt this happening for some time. You just don't wake up and
I
they
knew
touch
you were gonna say that. I don't know
like
why.
it takes time for them to get that way. And you
When I
just
wrote
let
it
it
out,
keep
I knew she was
happening.
gonna say that.
The melted makeup could happen in an instant. You could walk outside and that joint will melt.
She said you felt it happening. Girl, when I tell you, when I was writing out my stuff, I was like, I got a feeling this is what she's gonna say. That is hilarious. She said, you felt it happening. Yes. I'm with you on that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh wee. Okay. Now finish this sentence. When it comes to me, don't ever blank.
Okay, this is just a general. When it comes to me, don't ever take my kindness for weakness.
Mm, I like that.
Yes.
She ain't one of them ones, honey. Okay.
I am what they say, I'm not nice, I'm kind.
Same. I get it. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Now to the question that I had asked you earlier.
And I still don't know the answer.
That's all right, because I'm gonna say it so everybody can hear it, and then you're gonna be thinking it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So if we are making a movie, a biopic about your life, okay, and at the very end of the movie, the credits go up. What would be your closing credit song? We're gonna give her a couple of seconds to think about this.
And I was thinking about it this whole time, like in the back. And I was just like, girl, my ADHD was kicking in. I'm like, can we do a mix? Can we do a
Yes, of course.
compilation? Like, can we just do a mix? It would
If
have,
you if you,
no,
you
it
need
would
to,
have
yes.
to be like one of those DJ, it fade into another song, kind of like jam session. It would have to
Okay,
be a jam session of a few different songs because
a
I could
medley.
never just be one thing, which is the
Okay, a
epitome of my
medley.
life.
I
I've
love
never
that.
been one thing. So
Okay,
it would definitely have to be a compilation of a few different songs. Now, what those
okay.
songs are, depending on how the direction of the movie went.
I
Which,
mean, it's like if we're making a movie as to where you are right now,
okay, it's gonna have to be
like up until this point in your life, the music that has stood out to you that you feel. So
okay.
whatever that is.
So, who child? All right, you know what? We're gonna have to hit it with a back that thing up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always, you know what I'm saying? I used to want to be a dancer. My mom made a pivotal decision for me
Mm-hmm.
when I was going into middle school. I wanted to be in the dance program at that middle school, and she wanted me to be in the art program. I've always danced. I was a cheerleader. I've been a majorette, all of this.
Oh
And
wow.
she said, baby, you draw better than you dance.
Wait a minute. Not mama pulling your coattails. Listen. You ain't really got it
She
the way you
hurt my
think you
heart.
did.
I was mad at her for like a good 2 months.
Girl, I used
But
to want to be a backup dancer for MC Hammer. I'm telling you,
yo, okay,
bad.
okay, you couldn't tell me nothing, okay. But I
Wow.
still ended up dancing. I still, got my feels for dancing, but and
Yeah.
art
Girl, you working
definitely.
with some. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
glad she made that, and that's what a parent is supposed to do. It's
Yeah.
supposed to, you know what I'm saying,
You're supposed to
manage your
see it in you.
expectations.
You're supposed to see it in you and speak it into you. And here we are. See?
Hmm.
Okay. So you want to back that
Yeah,
ass up.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'll be some twerking food for sure. I'll be some twerking food.
Love that.
Uh
'Cause I
huh.
love you.
So that's definitely gonna be in the compilation.
Okay.
Um, I love like neo soul, like Jill Scott music.
Mm.
Some of the newer artists like Sir. So like those type of artists, one of their songs got to be in there.
Okay.
Take a long walk down the park. You know what I'm saying? One of them got to be in there.
Okay.
Some Spanish music, some kind of Aventura,
Okay.
somebody, Bad Bunny, J Balvin,
Okay.
somebody got to be in there. Cause I'm the blackest Mexican you ever met, and
Oh.
and so yeah,
Okay.
that's got to be in there. Uh, what else? Wow. Yeah. It's got to be a combination of some of those songs. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. She got a little bit of everything. What I've
Yeah.
noticed though, with you with your choices, you like to move. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
like that because you ain't gonna be able
Mm-hmm.
to go wrong with any of that.
Yeah.
And then the neo soul is gonna speak to your heart. So yeah,
Yeah.
come
It
on
could
now.
start out with that, real cool. And then it just be like, and then hit a little instrumental break
I
and
get it.
into back that up. Yeah.
I get it, honey.
They
Wobbly
got the
wobbly.
violins, I'm saying? They
Yes.
got the violins in
Yeah.
there.
Girl, when I tell you I've watched his tiny desk, I don't know how many times,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The best one thus far.
Outside
Um,
of Usher, outside of Usher.
I probably have watched his twice. And I like Usher. I like
Mm.
him. Nope. Have you been to Vegas to see him?
Oh, I've been to every Usher, and I don't have my tickets for him and Chris Brown, but I'm gonna
Mhm.
get them. If
Okay.
they not sold out, and if the universe is gonna make sure that I have those tickets because I've not missed one Usher concert he's ever put on.
I've never seen him in concert.
I've not missed not one since I was
But
born, and my first word was Usher. So,
get out of here. Well, okay, so what's your favorite Usher album?
my favorite Usher album, it is Confessions, but
Mm.
8701 though is like
Okay.
right there.
Okay.
It's like right there. Like
That
Yami,
is your era. Yeah.
I feel like if Confessions took out my boo, it'd have no skips. I love Alicia. Worked with her at the Met Gala. Love her down. You know what I'm saying? Love
No
her
shade.
down.
No shade.
No shade at all. All sunshines.
Okay.
But that song it's just I don't know.
It
I
don't
feel
go
like it
with
was
the
somebody
album.
else. Yeah, I could go
Okay.
without it, and it is her on the song, but I don't know who else would do it, so I just gotta X the whole song out.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
What's your
yeah.
favorite song on the album?
Um, on Confessions,
Yeah.
Superstar and Bad Girl, both of them, both of them. All right.
Yes. Yes.
I got a whole routine for both of them. And I got a whole routine for every song, to be honest with you. In the club, I'm the girl that break out into a routine. And it be the one from the video too.
She said, I'm gonna get these dances off. Mama, you ain't stopping
Baby,
nothing.
you gonna know I was a dancer at
You said
some
I was
point in
a
my
major
life.
X in
Okay.
a past life.
I'm gonna hit a
Come on.
pirouette on the dance floor for sure.
Baby, she said she went to the school of Janet Jackson. What is you talking about?
Okay.
Pleasure
We gonna
Principle. All let me tell you something. I plan on learning that choreography before I die, girl. I'm not playing. That is right up there for me with dances. Like I gotta learn it. That
yeah,
and dance from House
yeah,
Party. Like
yeah,
I have to get that. Yeah,
yeah.
I love that. Girl, this was so fun. Justin, thank you so much for this. This was
Oh, of
so much fun.
course. Yes, thank you for
Ooh,
reaching out to me. Yes.
because like I said, I know that you know, listen, I'm a little older. So like with Instagram, I don't be knowing why I see certain stuff, but like people have explained it like,
Yeah, the algorithm. The
yeah,
algorithm.
right. And so like most of the stuff is like fashion stuff or positive stuff, you know what I'm saying, for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I saw it, I was like, this feels interesting. And then I just went down the rabbit hole on your
Mm-hmm.
page. I was like, oh, she's dope. And then I kept scrolling. I was like, oh, she's really dope. Like, especially after you say like hair done by me, like makeup done by like are
Mm-hmm.
multifaceted. So I was like, and she's a black woman. I was like, absolutely. Knowing that she is a girl from Tennessee, I'm like, now knowing that, like, come on, this was supposed to happen. So
Yes.
I'm like I said, I'm so grateful, and I wish you so much success with everything. I will
Mm,
be looking forward to whatever this school is that you're gonna,
yes.
the STEM program, all of the things, the makeup that you're gonna come out with, because we are claiming that. We are claiming that.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
but yeah, y'all be on the lookout for her. Can you please, before we go, let everybody know where to find you?
So you can find me on Instagram, foolishly beat FOOLISHLYBEAT. You can also find me on my website, foolishlybeat.com, same spelling. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much my presence. I don't got a TikTok. My Facebook is more like family and friends, so I don't really give that, that one out. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
I love
Facebook,
it.
Instagram, and my website, and word of mouth. That's how I've been getting around.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we're gonna let her go so she can finally get something to eat. Jocelyn, this was so much fun. And I will be keeping in touch with you and keeping tabs on you as
Yes,
well,
we gotta
ma'am,
do this
because
makeup lesson. We gotta do this makeup lesson so you can
we
get your
do.
5 minute beat going on. Okay.
Things are gonna be progressing for me soon. I can feel that. And so I may need to
Yes.
know how to do makeup on the
Yes.
fly. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Mm-hmm.
when I do make it to New York, if you are
Yes,
still there,
please. Please. Yeah, I'll be here.
I will
I'll
be
be
reaching
here.
out because I definitely have to give my girl a hug because this was
Yes.
all right. Well, we are gonna go ahead and let you go. Again, thank you so much
Of
for some time.
course.
And I hope that you had a good time because I know I did.
I did. I did. I had a really good time.
Well,
This was worth me skipping my cereal.
what kind of cereal you got?
I got some cocoa pebbles and
Oh,
some frosted flakes.
I've been
I don't
craving
know which
frosted
one.
flakes for 3 days now. This is crazy. So yes, again, I hear you guys. I'm getting me some frosted flakes tomorrow when I go grocery shopping. Have a great rest of your day, y'all. This is